What happens when a place refuses to let go of its past? When memory, trauma, and history fold into one another, shaping not just the present, but the futures that never come to pass. To unpack this haunting, we turn to various concepts, each offering a lens to understand how the Alan Wake series examines the cycles of pain and the possibility of transformation. Bright Falls, a town haunted by time. Bright Falls is more than a setting, it's a character shaped by its past. At first glance, the town seems idyllic, with cozy diners, winding streets, and lush forests invoking nostalgia for a small town America. But this surface calm is a mask. The town is stuck, unable to move forward, and haunted by its history. This idea resonates with the concept of hauntology, introduced by the philosopher Derrida. Hauntology refers to a way that past lingers in the present, like a ghost that refuses to leave. Unresolved events, memories, and traumas might continue to influence the present, shaping it in subtle but powerful ways. In Bright Falls, this haunting is literal. The town's industry has collapsed, its landmarks are crumbling, and its residents are tethered to old grievances and losses. Lost futures, another concept key to understanding Bright Falls, comes from the cultural critic Mark Fisher. Mark Fisher argued that modern society is stuck in cycles of nostalgia, endlessly recycling the past instead of imagining new possibilities. Bright Falls, again, embodies this stagnation. Its abandoned logging mills, decayed cabins, and eerie silences suggest a place that once had a future, but has lost it along the way. This also mirrors Alan Wake's personal struggles as a writer, unable to break free from cycles of trauma that the towns impose on him, and the constant need to reuse Max Payne over and over again. Both Alan and Bright Falls are trapped, haunted by what could have been. If Bright Falls is haunted by its past, Cauldron Lake is the mechanism in which those hauntings manifest. Its supernatural power allows it to trap unresolved fears, griefs, and desires, creating recursive loops where time and reality spiral out of control. This dynamic parallels the concept of cryptonomy, developed by the psychoanalysts Nicholas Abraham and Maria Turek. Cryptonomy describes how traumas can be encrypted within the psyche, hidden even from the person who carries it. This encrypted trauma forms a kind of psychological crypt, influencing the behavior and identity without ever being fully understood. Cauldron Lake operates as a crypt for Bright Falls. It holds the town's buried pain and unreal futures, bringing them to the surface in distorted and often terrifying ways. This crypt's power is most evident in the dark place, a realm beneath the lake where suppressed fears and anxieties become tangible. Within the dark place, the boundaries between thoughts, memory, and physical reality collapse. Alan Wake struggles here to highlight another philosophical idea. Derrida's difference. Meaning is always deferred. It's never fully present or complete. In the dark place, every word Alan writes to impose narrative order spirals into new disruptions, creating unintended consequences in his manuscripts instead of freeing him, trapping him into further cycles of trauma. Trauma in Alan Wake is not confined to individuals. Instead, it spreads like a ripple, entangling entire generations. This idea, it reflects transgenerational trauma, the concept that unresolved pain can be passed down, subtly shaping the lives of descendants. Thomas Zane, a poet who lived in Bright Falls decades before Alan, is the origin to many of the town's trauma. His attempt to use Cauldron Lake power to rewrite reality and save his lover backfired, releasing the dark presence that now haunts Bright Falls. His failure becomes Alan's burden, illustrating how one generation's mistakes echo into the next. Saga Anderson's story adds another layer to this theme. As an FBI agent and mother, she must navigate the horrors of Bright Falls in an attempt to protect her daughter, Logan, from being involved within the story's narrative. Saga's determination to break the cycle of trauma underscores the series' essential message. While the past exerts a powerful influence, it does not have to dictate the future. Through conscious effort, these cycles can be rewritten.
Back to the beginning, with the memory of the past loop already fading fast. But while it lingers, I know there's hope. We're not doomed to repeat our failures in an eternal loop. This is a spiral.
Despite the haunting and despite the negativity, at the end, Alan's realization that it's not a loop reflames the series' exploration of trauma and narrative. Past doesn't simply repeat, it does evolve, offering opportunities for growth and change. Bright Falls, with its beauty and brokenness, becomes a metaphor of our inner mind, where unresolved histories linger. Yet even the darkness of the cauldron is revealed there is light and hope for a new story.